Hey guys, what's going on? It's GP here and welcome back to Subnautica Below Zero. Oh boy, things are about to get very interesting. No, not right now. Last episode, we finally discovered Outpost Zero. After me constantly saying that I'd be looking for it, we finally found it. And with that said and done, a lot has come to pass in my mind. And I think I finally figured out obviously I knew what the end goals of the game were. But now it's time to work on executing those. A little bit extra. As you guys can see, I'm back in the Lily Pad Islands. I finally left Outpost Zero. And there's a reason for this. That will explain a greater story. Speaking of which, I kind of got some story stuff off camera. So I'm hoping to indulge in those with you guys very soon. But before we go any further, if you guys want to see more Subnautica content on the channel or stuff like it, do let me know down in the comments below as usual. And of course, if you enjoyed what you saw today, be sure to absolutely demolish that like button, absolutely crush it, and be sure to hit that notification bell if my notifications aren't coming in, you're having trouble with them. So, getting right out to here. As you can see from the side, I still have yet to find certain resources. I'm having trouble. Uh-oh. That means I'm being pursued by these dumb squid sharks all over the place. Turn off the map and get my lights on. So I've been looking around. I heard there was a spot in the Lily Pad Islands to search for. And lo and behold, this big... Wait, that's not it. I know what I'm doing, guys, I swear. So, basically I've restocked on supplies. Let's start with that. Gotten a good amount of supplies now. And here it is, this big, deep crevice that I hadn't searched before. I never really spent much time in the Lily Pad Islands looking around. So lo and behold, if we go down here, I'm not going to go all the way down. There is quite a deep avenue down here where I can find these minerals. I've already found some nickel, which I've been looking for forever. Magnetite is down here too. I need some of that as well. And it seems like there's some story stuff here too. So before I actually end up going to look for the Frozen Leviathan, I'd say it's best that we start here. So I did see something above before we go into it. And while we're in the Lily Pad Islands, I figured I'd finally start as well by looking into the Mercury 2 audio logs. I keep saying I'll look into, but I keep forgetting every episode because time keeps flying like that. So, avoid the squid sharks. Before I do those audio logs real quickly, I did see something over here. I saw like some equipment set up. Is this the right place? Is this the right depths? Yeah, it is. I know that I just saw some equipment. Yeah, okay, here we go. Glow stick. I mean, I thought I saw like a little platform set up though, not just a glow stick. So that is very interesting. Is this the Omega Lab? Okay, so the Omega Lab is located in this place. How I didn't think to go down further, I have no idea. That is most peculiar. Swim on up. And head back to Jensen. Let's focus on avoiding these squid sharks first. So the Mega Lab was situated right above this place. A most interesting fact. Now to grab up Jensen and do our thing. before we take the dive into the deep, though, actually, I'll get it situated, and then we can dive into these audio logs from the Mercury, too. I don't know if I got them all, but I gathered a lot of PDAs and audio logs from the Mercury 2 wreckage that definitely could use some attention. Move down. Before the squid sharks can do anything about us. To lower ground. So as you can see by the recipes, I've been upgrading some things. And I do think I'll be making another snow fox, one that actually is at the basin. Because the first one I built is kind of pointless. Unfortunately, I don't really have anywhere to take it at Outpost 0. So that was kind of my fault. Okay, do I have any water? Yeah, I have a large. So yes, I did manage to snag some nickel from down here, but that's about it. I made the ice worm attack reduction module. I'm working on some depth upgrades, and I've been busy. I haven't come up with a name for him this time yet, but I've been outfitting this prawn suit finally. Got this bad boy, a drill arm and a torpedo arm. Still missing a few upgrade pieces, but I believe I should be able to find those in sea monkey nests, which is very close to here. So you're not going to see me get those, but I'm going to be looking for those relatively soon. First off, though, let's finally dive into our Mercury logs and communications. Mercury 2. So it looks like these are in order. So let's do it.
I'm alive. Stefanos saved me. The Mercury attempted an emergency takeoff and everything seemed fine. I was helping the bridge crew with the emergency takeoff since the crew was short-handed because of everything. I heard the sound of metal tearing and for a split second, everything was tinged bright green and unbearably hot. Then I saw daylight and
the quarantine
I was
turret.
looking down at the ocean and ice. The strongest wind I've ever felt roared in my ears, ripping through the ship. People went flying out the side of the Mercury, so much screaming and chaos. I was lucky. I had just clipped into my sea tinker. Stefanos came out of nowhere, like a malaika, an angel. I felt his rough, calloused hand grasp mine with the gentlest of urgency. It felt like time slowed. He said, "I gotcha. Just follow me, Ella." I don't know how, but he used an emergency tether to drag me to the nuclear reactor core, the strongest bulkhead in the ship. We hit the water and everything went black. He's sleeping. I think he might have hit his head. I'm exhausted. The adrenaline has long since worn off and my body aches. I think I might have fractured the rib. I'm gonna shut my eyes for a bit. When I wake up, I'll figure this out.
All right.
Save us.
So that's the crash. So we have Yasmin, who just told us, and this is the only time we hear of her. So I'm guessing there might be PDAs, unless this is the only accounting from her. Stefanos is here, of course, but we also have Elliot and Diana. Okay.
Oh man. This is every xenolinguist's dream. I mean, I was helping with the planetary scans, and there are possible unknown structures on the surface. This could set my career up for life. The images are a little degraded coming through the atmosphere, but it looks like intentional and complex architecture, which means civilization, and civilization means language. Oh, man. And now, most of the crew wants to get home. I understand that, but this could be a defining discovery. I'm definitely going to put a bug in Diana's ear about going to the surface so I can take a team to explore. I desperately hope this pans out. Oh, I can't wait till we get into communication range with Sol again. Layla and the kids would love to hear this. I mean, it's rough being away from them so long, but this might just make it worth it. I'll be able to give them so much more.
And he definitely comes back to that in his next one. So now Diana, that he was just talking about, for emergency takeoff.
Orion's belt, this all went sideways. How could I have known that so much would go wrong? I failed my crew. No, I don't fail. I didn't get into this position by being a failure. It's this desolate land, frigid and cursed. Between these tunneling creatures and the strange sickness that a
The
few of the crew are showing
Kara.
symptoms of, we have to leave at first light tomorrow. We are prepping for a rapid takeoff. We can't take chances with the vibrations drawing the tunnelers, so we're skipping the systems check. Risky, but I have faith in myself and the crew of the Mercury. Landing this thing was practically a miracle, though. But we have to get out of here. Maybe the weapon is to keep people away, but if we leave, it'll let us go. I have to leave the quarantined crew in the cave behind. We will be back for them. But we can't risk an unknown infection spreading through the Mercury. We're packing survival kits for them, but there's only enough surplus for about 2 weeks. I'm telling them that we will come back,
Sure.
but I don't think I can land here safely twice. I hate this, but I have to leave them behind. I can't risk the entirety of the Mercury.
We need to get off this planet. I mean, the morning started out so well. I took a team of 6 out to find the structures from the planetary scans. We were all in high spirits. I mean, who wouldn't be? These structures would be clues to another sentient race. It was highly unlikely that another colony would be out this far. We were gonna be in the frickin' history books. Everything was going okay. We were a few miles from the ship when our radios picked up an actual signal. It sounded like an SOS.
The SOS, huh?
We got overly excited naturally and decided to enter the water to follow it. That decision cost 3 lives. I mean, half my team. They got ripped to shreds by something. They died screaming, alone in the cold, dark waters.
Yeesh.
I'm not going back in that godforsaken ocean again. I refuse.
Yep.
Some of the animals on this planet, they look sick too. Weird pustules on the skin, oddly sluggish. I think we should leave. But Diana said we should stay. She thinks the biopatent payoffs would be worth it, but those families will never see their loved ones again. They don't care about no payoffs. We can't return the bodies. I don't care about the accolades or the history books. I just want to see Layla and the kids. Man. I miss the smell of my wife's hair. The kids tackling me at the door again. That's all I want. To get out of here alive. Please.
The time spent on this planet starts to take a toll on everybody, doesn't it? Except for me for some reason. Despite the horrors waiting for me. Time for Stefanos to finally speak.
Well, we landed safely, despite my apprehension. Diana, damned adrenaline junkie, took one of her defining risks and it paid off. Why hire me as the maintenance engineering officer if you aren't going to listen to their advice? Papa. I didn't go to school for 8 years and get 3 degrees for nothing. I tried to convince Diana that we don't need to stop for repairs. That's what the drift drive and the secondary propulsion system are for. It's just a bit slower. But she's in charge, not me. On the plus side, I get to work with Yasmin. I didn't know she was such a busybody. She'd been going around the whole ship giving folks a hand. I think she was getting on Diana's nerves, so she assigned Yasmin to me. She's helping me inspect and repair the thruster systems. I thought I was the most mechanically inclined person on the ship, but I think she has me beat. She can definitely teach me a thing or two, as long as I don't get too distracted by her smile. She's got the best smile.
Okay, thruster damage, thruster repair.
I can only do repairs in spurts, and it's so inefficient. The larger tools seem to set off seismic activity nearby.
Yikes.
A crew came back telling stories of gigantic worms burrowing in the ice.
Oh no.
I don't know what they were going on about. They were hypothermic and frostbitten because they walked back to avoid angering them. The ice shelf is probably a bit unstable and they got disoriented or something.
Nope.
To borrow from Diana. Orion's belt thermocouplings are not meant to be worked on in 20-minute spurts. If we break the process, we'll break the ship. But it's nice to hang out with Yasmin while we wait for the rumbles to stop. I hope she doesn't mind all my questions. I love hearing her voice. Her face lights up, and she's got the most expressive eyebrows. They're practically acrobats. The way she looks when talking about nuclear engineering is the same way I look at my grandmother's domades. The woman never sits down, though. She told me that she used to do decathlon in college, and I can believe it. She's like a bouncy ball, just all over the place. She makes rounds on the ship every day to see if people need help. I should do something nice for her. She's always helping everyone else. I wish I had a fraction of her energy.
And the last one from Diana. The last one I've got. I don't know if there's any more, so let's finish this up finally.
My instincts are never wrong. Stefanos has always been overly cautious. He hates taking risks, which I suppose is understandable when you're in the back end of the galaxy. But no risk, no reward. Elliot finds evidence of alien architecture on a completely uncharted planet, and he expects me to ignore that? Orion's belt, I would be an absolute fool. We've done some scans, and while there aren't a lot of mineral resources on this planet...
Oh, you tell yourself
there
that,
is
come on.
decent biodiversity. Teams go out in the morning. There should be a significant specimen and sample haul for biopatenting, which will be split among the crew as part of the Discovery Clause. Let's see Stefanos and everyone else complain when they have a few more Sol Transgov credits in their uniform pockets. They'll learn to trust my instincts at some point.
I definitely feel like there's bound to be more Mercury 2 logs. But for the time being, that's all I've got, and that's all we've got. So now it's time to take this sea truck a little bit deeper here and see what we'll find down here. Because I've only gotten a glimpse. I've barely actually seen what's down here. Oh boy, we got some color change here. I don't know how much further the sea truck can go. Let's lay it like this and just lower ourselves in. Because I don't want to be too far away from this thing. But I also know that I can't just cram it into every tiny space I find. Okay, this might be good. Let's get to it. We're definitely down pretty deep. It's been a minute since I've reached a depth like this. From what I've heard, these are called... Oh, those things are ever need to be careful. So this is called the Deep Lily Pad Caves. My goodness, there's all sorts of crazy stuff down here. No, I don't want to go near those. So I remember what those are because I had already scanned them. That's why they weren't showing up. Those lily paddlers. I'm not too big on them. Frankly, they are kind of a nuisance to deal with. Ooh, a lot of big ores. That's good to see. Quartz. And... Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, great. Those things are back, mimicking the floor of this place. Fantastic, man. I totally wanted to see those return. Can I at least grab this? Because I need that. I'll have to use my prawn, actually. Please let this be what I'm looking for. It is nickel ore! I've finally found my nickel! Let's move. So what is this thing? These are pretty big. Grand Cotton Anemone. Okay. Yeah, I might have to bring Jen's... No, I think I'll bring my prawn suit down instead. Let's hope the jump jet's high enough to get back to Jensen with where he is, but... I feel like that's what I gotta do here. stupid lily paddler. No, no, no! Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? I have an air bladder. That can help me get some oxygen back. Replenish, replenish. Not much of it. But just enough to get me to Jensen, baby.
Oxygen.
So yeah, I don't think I ever brought that up. I made myself an air bladder in this game. I believe these were in the first one. I didn't really use them because I didn't think they were really resourceful, but boy, they've gotten an upgrade in this game. They're super helpful. Okay. So let's look at a little research before I recap the story that I encountered here in the voice log. So, nickel ore. That is wonderful to have finally found that. Life forms. And it's all flora down here. So, Grand Cotton Anemone. One of the largest multicellular organisms in this sector. Interesting. Collect eggs for use in advanced fabrication. Okay, I might have to get some samples then. And then the loop plant and the purple cattail. Most peculiar. Alright. That's enough of that. So let's hop into our prawn suit for once. I think it's about time. I don't know if the jump jets will be able to go that high. Let's see. So there's this ledge here. How close is it to this? Yeah, that's still overall pretty... I'll have to lower Jensen a little bit more. A risk that I'm going to have to be willing to take here if I'm going to actually deploy my prawn for the first time properly. Okay, that should be close enough. Yeah, I can see the bottom now, pretty but well now. So let's do this. You've been sitting here pretty in the back this whole time.
Calorie intake recommended.
It's about time. Oh shoot. Do not have any. I guess I don't have food. Anything around here to eat? That isn't a dumb lily paddler? Thank God I actually made an ion battery for my Sea Glide. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. Looks like all we have down here are these spine fish. I guess I'll have to do... No. You stay away from that fish. I need it. No, come on. No. Ah! I'm starting to really hate these lily paddlers, man. At this point, I'm just gonna die one way or another. It sucks. Lose that disorientation, Robin.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, I'm gonna have to solve this crisis real quickly before anything bad happens. Hold up, did I see that correctly? I'm here looking for food near the surface. I found some glow wheels again. Did I see this correctly? Hold up a minute. Interact? What does that do? What does that mean? Hey, stop moving for a bit. Let me... Whoa. I can ride the glow wheels! Ah, this made my day so much better! Okay, no time to fool around. I'm low on oxygen, and I need a food supply. Stupid
Oxygen.
fish. We at least grab one boomerang. Oh my god! Fine. Air bladder deploy. Man, that thing is so helpful. Okay, well that's cool to know that I can ride the glow whales. Now, time to get serious. Food, and then we got this deep lily pad cave to explore. Oh yeah, it's go time, baby. Time for us to drop a bit. I trust that we'll be able to get back up. Oh, it's been too long since I've been in a prawn suit, man. Alrighty. Yeah, it's a bit clunky, probably because I dropped so deep. Okay, so what are these? Are these... wait. This is telling me about young cotton anemone. Are these the ones I pick? That I need? Sure enough, there we go. Okay. So I got 4. That should hopefully be a good start. I'm here to gather up a bunch of nickel and magnetite, though. That's right, I heard magnetite's down here as well. Let's make sure. Yep, I know what I'm doing. Alright. He's seeing this cavern entrance, too. Might be a good point to bring up the story beats that I got while I was off camera. Because they're very interesting. So first I got this as I was leaving Outpost 0.
Outpost 0 is where your sister worked her final days on 4546B. It is quite isolated.
Yeah, I know the brightest ideas can flourish in the middle of nowhere, but this is practically off the map. A lot of people would love to get paid to sit around and do nothing. Not Sam. She must have been miserable out here. And they have the nerve to call her negligent. I think they drove her to an extreme.
They also motivated me to change my behavior.
Because they drove you into hiding?
I had calculated that they might be well placed to answer my distress signal. But I came to suspect their motivations were not aligned with mine.
So you made yourself harder to find.
It was a calculation.
That is interesting, you made it harder for them. And then as I was coming here, I found these 2 very interesting clips.
I believe if you search this area, you can find a component to help build my body. I strongly sense my people's technology nearby. A body component is near.
So the final component to construct the architectural stuff is down here as well. And right before I head to the Frozen Leviathan, wherever that is in the glacial basin. Talk about killing 2 birds in 1 stone, am I right? My god, those things are massive. There's an Arctic beacon. I'm going the right way. I had a feeling this cavern would be on the right track. I got up because I believe I saw some nickel? Or is it just argentite? Ah, just argentite. I've got plenty of silver back at home now, thanks to my supply run I did before this went down. So I am looking for magnetite and nickel, especially the nickel, because then I'll finally be able to make these upgrades. And of course, extra supplies never hurt either. Definitely appears I'm going the right way. Okay, jump jet. There we go. Go even deeper down? Oh boy, it does. Maybe I need to go down there instead of forward here. We're making any brass decisions with this prawn suit. Let me scope out the area, at least. These things are definitely massive. Okay. Any resources or tech nearby that I can go ahead and grab? There's diamond. And there is some more nickel ore! Yes, that makes me so happy! If only I could find magnetite down here too. But this is definitely a key critical component for me to finally make my max upgrades for my depth modules. So it's a superb find in of itself. I hope to carry as much as possible, which I think I'm running low on space, yeah. But my prawn has some extra storage, so I don't have to worry about that too much. So there's a drop down. Oh my god, there is a drop down here. Oh man. So I'll have to scout out to see if it takes me deeper to get to this body cache, or if it leads somewhere else, because it looks like that's a way too. In a way, this kind of reminds me of the Lost River. It has its similarities, I guess. Oh. Okay, yep, it's definitely deeper. I grab this oxygen plant and make my way back up to my prawn then. Okay. So we have to go deeper to get this cache. I hope that my I was able to make the base depth module upgrade to my prawn suit. I hope it can actually go this deep. Wait, what? A flowering spore. That seems important, yeah? I thought these were just atmospheric. I didn't think these were float. Okay, so these are like the root pustules and other things I found. Benzene. Okay, another thing I should definitely get a good stock on while I'm here. I'll have to read into what those do. Okay, those things were making weird noises I wasn't big on. Let me back in the prawn suit, please. I need to figure out a name for you. Last game I had mine named Mantis and Stark. I need to think of something really good this time. Maybe you guys in the comments can help me. Alright. Further down we go. I don't think I need to be too concerned about getting back up. Might have to be conscientious of the power, though. Okay, I can handle it. It goes to 700 with its upgrade. Okay, so where are we going? This way. Say no more. Yep, I see it over there. This guy. Oh, great, there's squid sharks down here. Of course there are. You know what? Come close to me. I've got power this time, bad boy. Take a step close to me again. I've got a drill, and I'm not afraid to drill into you. Get me up here, get me up here, get me up here. Okay, I just need to find the way ahead next. Wherever that is. Sometimes I forget how scary the ocean is. I've been having so much fun I forget the frightfulness that comes with it. Alright, so it looks like the path goes this way. I'll stick to it then. Is that another architect beacon? No, that's an oxygen plant. Okay then. There's the beacon. So what, is it guiding me this way? That's a squid shark. I hate to leave my prawn suit behind like that, but I mean... Okay, he's architect. Little artifacts are... Break free, break free. Okay. Doesn't help that I had my sea glide there, I guess.
Seek fluid intake.
Bingo! There we go. That's what we like to see. The gates. And we are in, baby. This looks like a garden. An architect garden. Well, how about that? Ancient ornamental plant. Most fascinating. Yeah, this is like a greenhouse or a garden. Oh, that is magnificent. Another one of these statues that we had seen prior elsewhere. I know I'm low in water, but I mean, man, incredible. So where is... There it is. Ooh, yeah, those are bones. That's a skeleton, alright.
This skeleton is very dense, able to handle heavy forces.
Yes!
Good friend from my new form.
Are you okay, Alan?
It is not often that I gaze upon the form of a foreign architect.
Is this place another sort of sanctuary? It's peaceful. Beautiful, even.
As the bacterium spread, the continuation of life became uncertain. This is a place to reflect.
I think I understand.
That does make a good lick of
All
sense.
the components we need to make a storage body.
Yes!
Are you excited?
Using the chemical compounds available in your body, I am able to approximate what you might call cautious optimism.
Don't change, Alan. I'm afraid I don't have any means of water. I mean, that sucks. I guess I better get back to my prawn and, work on getting a way out of here fast. Before I die of thirst. Man, I really should have kept more water on me. Dang it. So I'm still in the deep sea caves, about to cut to the Frozen Leviathan, or me getting back to the glacial basin at least to start hunting for it. But I found a lot of neat upgrades here, right next to the entrance of the deep sea caves. I found this glow stick trail. Thankfully, these sea monkeys have been very kind. Where are these glow sticks lead? It's not the Omega Lab. Wait, does this glow stick trail lead to Marguerite's base? By chance. Been so... Oh my god, it does. Right to it. Well, that's good to know now. This late in. So many different paths to get to here. And it took me forever to find her initially. Says more about me than it does anyone else. Looks like she is back too, though. Interesting. Oh. Yeah. Hello. Preston seems to be gnawing on those bones pretty good. Maybe I can see what's back here now? Definitely her living space. It's a good thing I did end up coming back here. I didn't think I'd be able to... PDA. Abandoned PDA. Marguerite's log number 3. Punching bag. Bunch of other stuff back here. Highly fascinating. Okay, didn't think she'd like me being in here, but hey. I got that. I'll be on my way now, thank you. Just, Preston, just leave me be, please, okay? Alright, with that said and done, let's head back to the glacial basin, yeah? And I can read that abandoned PDA while I'm there. Feels good to be back at the secondary base here again. Let me make sure I've got enough fevered peppers to last me. I guess that should do. I've got water pods. I've got my coffee. Need to figure out how to add this. I did make this off camera. The Snow Fox Iceworm Attack Reduction module. That should be helpful. Because I now have a proper Snow Fox here. And she's looking wonderful, if I do say so myself. Also, don't think I'll be using this, but I do have a water filtration suit I can make. That was just hidden near Marguerite's base, and I guess I just never saw it. A data box that just contained that. So let me get my food ready, and let's go set out to find that Frozen Leviathan. So I know that's not in the Arctic Spires, so I honestly don't really have to worry about the ice worms this time. But I do still have to worry about snow stalkers trekking through their turf. Can I even make this? I mean, I can, but I don't think I'll be able to hold it. Okay, yes, there's enough space. Reclaims moisture from the body and provides clean, drinkable water. I'll keep that in here for now, before I have to head back. So that creature egg is also unidentified. That could be another trivalve blue egg? Maybe? I don't know. Also, I might grab an ion cube for good measure. Okay. So, it's time to head out across the bridge. This should hopefully be a lot more of a smoother ride. Especially with a more known name. She looks amazing. Let's see that beautiful name of yours. Say hello to Inari. Those of you who know foxes will probably recognize that name. I did a little bit of research before I went ahead and made her. So, time to board. Boost is left shift. So yeah, take it easy, Inari. Just get me across this bridge. This is still gonna be an absolute trial, isn't it? I really should have turned her before I got on the bridge. No one said that hoverbiking would be so hard, okay? Okay, here we go. Got a nice open spot of land here next to Fire Robotics Center. Well, it was a nice clean strip of land until it wasn't. Here we go. And left shift to boost. Oh man! Okay, easy Inari. Easy Inari. Well, we found more fevered peppers. I guess that's good. Oh, I'm really jammed in here, aren't I? This thing is kind of inconveniencing at times. I'll make the best of it while I can. Oh, this looks dangerous. Snow Stalker! Holy crud! I have no idea what just happened there. Uh-oh. Inari, we need to move. Inari, we need to move. She's stuck. I need to move. Or let that happen. Alright. I'm gonna get back to you guys when, I think I'm close to this Frozen Leviathan's cave at this point. That's all I've got left to try to do here. So, some unfortunate news. Inari, I had to leave behind. She's just fine. I made sure that she's fully repaired, but she is kind of stuck, and I can't get her out. So that is a real bummer. But we're here in the penguin area that we were at before. Infiltrating with Penguin. Data bank. Where's my maps? I'm sorry, I said I was going to cover Marguerite. We'll have to do that in the next episode. I don't want this getting too long. Except we're right here. So we follow the water out. Is that what I'm seeing? Ooh, it's way too cold right now for that. And hard to see. But I'm guessing in general we go this way, it looks like. Snowstalker again. Okay, so I guess we follow the ice. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Oh, this is Snowstalker territory too. Oh, jeez. Run! Into the water. Into the water. Am I safe? I think I'm safe. This links back to the penguins, right? Yeah, it does. Oh god, that's right. They evolved from stalkers and they're like bears so they can swim! Okay, let's get back to here and try this again, yeah? Really wanted to find that Frozen Leviathan, but the Snowstalkers are being so much of jerks today. I guess in this case we will finish up with this abandoned PDA we found. Call it a day, and then by the next episode, we'll find that Frozen Leviathan for certain, and hopefully the cure for it, the stuff on as well.
A fortnight into our voyage, I was more or less living inside the creature's ribcage. It meant shelter, and it meant food. The flesh was starting to rot. The stench was unlike anything I'd ever smelled. As we floated, the temperature dropped, and the rotten meat began to stiffen and freeze. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the Reaper began to lose buoyancy. We sank a little each day. My sanctuary was becoming my tomb, and I was at the mercy of the current and the winds. Until one day, I saw a smattering of penguins in the distance. Swimming birds usually mean solid land of some kind. I was lucky. The winds followed their path. Hours later, I saw a blessed sight. An unmoving cloud sitting upon the water. Land. It renewed my spirit as I watched the land get closer and closer. The Reaper slowly sank, but I was no longer worried. When the Reaper finally sank below the water, I was close enough to lazily swim my way to shore. I made a note to come back for the Reaper's skull. I didn't ride the beast for 3 weeks to have no proof. Land never felt so good, even in this Arctic hell.
And there we have it, I guess. Just like that. So, yeah. So that means that she drifted all the way from the Degassi territory. I finally remember what it was called from the first game. All the way out to this section. I wonder how far apart the volcano biome from the first game and this below zero area are from each other. I never really thought about that. But for now, thank you all for tuning into Subnautica Below Zero. Hopefully next time I can give you guys a less disappointing update. And we will finally find this Frozen Leviathan and cure it of the virus that is inflicting it in the ice. And then all we have left to do is figure out how the heck we make these components to get Alan his body. We are definitely pretty... the horizon is definitely in sight. It's kind of shocking. Well, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Sorry if this one dragged a little bit longer. I was looking into a lot of stuff. But you guys know how it is by now. Share this video with any people you know, any friends that might like Subnautica or content like it. Check out my second channel in the description below if you're curious about any non-gamer-like content I do over there. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay gold, my friends, and bye-bye!